Hello, my name is Hayden Ramirez, and today I will be offering a short summary and a brief introduction into the IEP process, the IDEA federal standards for specialized education, and what special education will look like from your point of view, a parent of a child who has qualified for specialized instruction. So first of all, there's many different components to this process, but what you need to know is that if your child is referred for specialized education, now this can be done from the parent or from the school itself, they will be evaluated. So there will be close monitoring of their learning ability and their performances to determine if they qualify, if they're eligible for specialized instruction. There's many different qualifications for this, and they will determine, your student appears to be have autism spectrum disorder or a number of physical or, learning disabilities. And so once those are determined and your student is deemed to be eligible, the IEP teams, which IEPs are basically specialized, individualized programs designed specifically for your student. So those will determine what sort of accommodations, modifications, and changes to instruction your child will receive in the classroom based on what they've been evaluated for what accommodations they will need. So that's the IEP team. Parents can be intimately involved in this process, as are students, because students are closely monitored, and parents, the students are spend most of their time at home. Parents can collaborate with the IEP teams as they are the most knowledgeable of their students' needs and their preferences regarding learning. Parents can also, they have rights to intervene in the process if they disagree with something. They can form disagreements, and they can submit those for official interpretation. So if a school determines through an IEP team that specialized instruction will look one way and the parent, in their opinion, views it a different way, there's a process to settle that. So parents are intimately involved in this process, and it requires a level of communication between the IEP team itself, the educator, the school, the parent, and then the student, of course, who is the center of this whole process. The educator itself, coming from my perspective, we are intimately involved in this process as well, as we will be the ones implementing the specialized instruction, bringing the what's on the paper to life, and the educator definitely has an ethical responsibility to remain always looking towards the best interest of the student. So if an IEP team determines one thing, but it's really not working, there's a process of evaluation, annual and quarterly reports regarding the success of that specialized instruction, and educators need to be on top of making sure that they're meeting those objectives, and if they're not meeting those objectives, they need to be upfront about what needs to change. So it's really about providing ethic of care in accordance with both the professional dispositions of learners, but also with the model code of ethics for educators, always putting the student's voice first, considering the voice of parents, and overall just dedicating themselves to the success of that student. And that's a holistic success, so not just academic performance, but emotional, social, cognitive, and physical health and safety and well-being for that student. So that's just a quick look into the IEP process under the IDEA federal standards for you as a parent, and any further questions can be explored through this brochure that we provided here. Thank you.